everyone and welcome to Pokemon TCG Center. Mario with you, and today I have another interesting deck to play. So this is pretty much a fun deck to play. It's a Mega Absol EX. Since the Mega Absol EX don't have a Spirit Link, you won't be able to evolve into Mega Absol without losing your turn. But what is pretty interesting about Mega Absol EX? Mega Absol EX have Disaster Wing attack. For only 2 Darkness Energy, you'll be able to hit your opponent's active Pokemon for 80 damage, and just in case your opponent's top card is Trainer card, this attack would do 80 more damage. So that's 160 damage. If you combine this with Muscle Band, you can increase your damage up to 280, which would be enough to one-hit KO any of your opponent's EX Pokemon. So for support, of course, you have some Crobats and Golbats with Sneaky Bite and Surprise Bite, so you'll be able to even maybe knock out your opponent's Mega EX just with single shot. Of course, we have Shaymin EX for setup, so you can draw up cards when you need that. Pretty huge support in this deck would be a Trick Shovel. So with Trick Shovel, you'll be able to look at the top of your opponent's deck. If that card, you can discard the top card of your opponent's deck with Trick Shovel. So let's say you look at before attack with Trick Shovel to your opponent's top deck card, and you find that card is not Trainer card, you can just discard it and have 50 more chance to do 160 damage with only 2 energies with Mega Absol. With Mega Absol, that card would be a Trainer. So basically, with Disaster Wing, you'll be also discard that card, even if it's not Trainer card, and do 80 damage. So that's pretty good, because you can even mill your opponent. So you can maybe just try to tag some Durants in this deck, or possibly you can just try to remove Crobat's line. So that's 9 cards, and you can maybe try to put some Crushing Hammers and Red card, so you can pretty much disable your opponents from drawing. And with a regular Absol, if you get lucky, you can just Dark Fang and discard a random card from your opponent's hand, and you can even do it with a Durant from a Flash Fire. So basically that's pretty much when we talk about Pokemon cards. We have 2 Shaymins, 3-3 line from Absol and Mega Absol, 1 Yveltal just in case you need to Oblivion Wing, and a 4-3-2 line of Crobat, Golbat and Zubat. So from Trainer cards, I decided to run 2 energy switches, 4 Super Scoop Ups, so you can just scoop up your Pokemons like Crobat and Golbat, or even Shaymin EX, and any other cards. I mentioned before 2 energy switches. Well, energy switch is a good card. You can just energy switch a cards that you need energies from one Pokemon to your other Pokemon, and you can just then scoop up those Pokemons. 1 switch and 4 Trick Shovels, as I mentioned before. For searching, we have of course 4 Ultra Balls and 3 Versus Seekers, so you can just put support the card from your discard pile back to your hand. There is also 1 AZ and 2 Lysanders. For draw, we have 4 Birch Observation and 4 Sycamores, 3 Muscle Bands to increase damage counters, and 10 Darkness Energy in a total. So pretty much you can also try to play this deck without maybe Crobats, as I mentioned before. That's our 9 cards. You can even try to put some Robo Substitute in this deck. So basically, when you evolve into Mega Absol and lose turn, if you have a Robo Substitute in a front, your opponents won't be able to take a prize card, and in that case you can play Teammates and make this deck even more stronger. So let's do some testings and let's see how this deck will actually perform in the gameplay. So I'm searching just for my first opponent. Since we lost Darkrai from the new X and Y format, you won't have a free retreat, and that's pretty much a huge thing when you don't have a free retreat. As you mentioned, as you look at my deck list, I don't have any Stadium card at this moment in this deck, so that's just a better version of this deck. So I will do some testings, and then I will actually see how this deck will perform, and that's pretty much all. In the future, you can just try to upgrade this deck. So I'm start with a Absol, as you can see, and I have one Shaman EX in my hand. So basically I won't play that Shaman for now. My opponents just start with a Shaman, so that's pretty nice. Okay, so he have Spinark, so looks like he plays some kind of Ariados, maybe Seismito deck, or Ariados with something. Okay, so there's a Forest of the Giant Plants, so he'll be able even turn 1, put Poison Counter and Confuse on me, and that's pretty much bad thing, but I can try to attach a Energy and Muscle Band. Maybe I can just top deck something like Ultra Ball or something like that. So, okay, I see second Shaman EX on my opponent's play. Okay, so there's Tiro for 3. Okay, so that's his Captile. Oh, looks like he's just gonna try to search for a Vileplume. Okay, so there's Vileplume, and I won't be able to play any item cards. Okay, so that's a big deal. So Shaman only for 1. Okay, so I got a Mega Absol, but I will do 20 damage, and I wish I can get heads. Okay, so there's a heads, and I just discarded a Sycamore from my opponent's hand, and he just top decked another Sycamore, and he actually got one more Sycamore in his hand, so he's just discarded 3 Sycamores. That's pretty insane. And look at this. I can just a Mega Evolve without losing my Pokemon in play. So basically I just Mega Evolve, and he just played a second AZ, so he just removed a Vileplume from play. Okay, so look like he played maybe 4 AZs. Okay, so now he's just trying to play some trainer cards, and he will probably just put back his Vileplume to play. But that's not a big deal, because if I get a heads, I'll be able to draw 2 prize cards next turn. That's pretty big deal. But I won't be able to play trainer cards, and that's pretty annoying. So let's see, he already have 2 AZs and 3 Sycamores in his discard pile, and I know for sure that he have 1 AZ in his hand. So if I get lucky, I will do 160 damage and draw 2 prize cards. So, okay, I see Baby Yveltal in my hand and Shaman. So I really miss that Muscle Band that I can play from my hand, because if I can play it, I'll be able to hit my opponents pretty hard. And since I don't have any Stadium card, I just cannot remove that Forest of the Giant Plants from the play. But I think that's a not big deal. Okay, so my opponent's actually just got a Vileplume, and he don't have anything in his hand. Okay, so I'm not asleep, so that's a good deal. Okay, so let's try to put 1 energy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards already in my hand, so... Okay, so there's a Sycamore top deck from my opponent's hand, and I actually hit him pretty hard, 160 damage, and I just discarded his top deck Sycamore, so oh boy, he's just in a big trouble. I'm not sure what he can do in this situation. That was pretty hard from him. Okay, so second Tails, and he won't be able to do anything. I can just hit him for 80 more. Okay, so there's another supporter card that I just discarded from his hand. This is just insane. I mean, I cannot say anything about it. I'm just speechless. So he come in front with Spinark, and he'll be actually lose this Spinark without any problem. Okay, let's attach 1 energy right there, and all I can do is hit Spinark for 80. Okay, so there's one more Lysander that I discarded. So I'm burning his hand pretty... excuse me, I'm burning his deck pretty fast. So there's 10, and oh, it's again Tails. Okay, so I have more lucky. Okay, so let's just discard a Sycamore, because I don't need those cards in my hand. So let's see what I can draw. That Sycamore was pretty fat. I discarded a lot of cards. Okay, so there's a Zubat. Okay, so this time was a just grass energy. It wasn't a supporter card or trainer card, so he's trying to sleep me and he actually got a heads. Okay, so I'm not worried about. Let's see if I can get a heads. Okay, so heads for the victory. If my opponent's top card would be a. Let's see what I can play. If my opponent's top card is trainer card, I win. But even if it's not, I got a ult already. So let's see, 80. Okay, so 160. The last card was Lysander, and I managed to grab a victory. So as you can see, even without the stadium card, I grab a victory. But I must admit that my opponent was uh, pretty unlucky in this game. So let's do actually one more testing. So let's see how many luck I will have in a second game. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, of course, for more featured videos. I hope you enjoy watching those videos. So basically you can also try to check a 60 cards web page. I will put the link in video description so you can try to buy cards that you need for your deck. They have a lot of cards in the stock, so don't forget to miss that. Okay, so my opponents looks like again play a grass type of deck, so it's probably Vileplume with Sceptile. So the first Vileplume is already in his discard pile, so that's a good thing for me. Okay, so I see the Unknown. So he just discarded his Unknown for a level ball for a second Unknown, and he again discarded it, so he's burning his deck pretty fast. Okay, so he just played AZ for the victory, so he scooped up his shaming, and I managed to grab a second victory in a row. Okay, that's pretty insane. We're moving to the third game. So actually, I'm hoping to get 3 victories from 3 games. So that would be 100% winning streak. Okay, so let's flip the tails. So I actually can start first. Would you like to go first? Well, let's try to go first. So I can try to set up. Oh, so look at the opening. Okay, so let's see what my opponents have. Okay, I can't see what my opponents have, but let's start with Absol EX in front, so we can try to remove some energies from my opponents. Active Pokemon. Okay, so let's just end the turn. So next turn I can hit for 40. If I get lucky and get heads. Oh, I actually didn't put a muscle band. That's pretty mistake for me, because if my opponents play Vileplume, I won't be able to play Muscle Band next turn, but okay, it is how it is. So, as you can see, I have already AZ ready in my hands, so there's Sceptile Spirit Link. So with the new Stadium card, Forest of the Giant Plants, you can actually hit for 100 or 110. I'm not sure how much Mega Sceptile can do in turn 1. So all you need to have one energy in your discard pile, Mega Turbo energy from your hand, and there you go. So you can do a lot of damage, and that's not that impossible if you play right cards. If you play something like Trainer's Mail, so you can search for your deck for 2 basic energies, then you can just Ultra Ball, and with Shames you can just draw tons of cards. That's pretty much all that you can do with this deck. So it looks like my opponent is in a bit of trouble. Okay, so there is Mega Sceptile and Manectric EX. Oh boy, so luckily I don't play Yveltal EX in this deck, so my opponents won't be able to hit me. And he just attached a Lightning Energy, and that's pretty interesting. Okay, so he just back up it. Probably he just realized he won't be able to attack me, and I will do some damage to his Sceptile next turn, so he just removed those energy. If I'm him, I would also remove that energy, but okay, so he just attached it to his active Sceptile. Okay, so there you go. 2 more damage counters to active Sceptile EX, that's for sure. And let's do 40 damage, and luckily I can get a heads. Oh, it's a heads. Okay, so... Oh, look at this. I just discarded Mega's Capital from his hand, so he won't be able to evolve next turn. Oh, what a play. What a play. Okay, so he just had a Super Scoop Up. Oh, it's a heads. Okay, so he should probably scoop up his Capital EX with 60 damage. But he can also scoop up Shaman, so he can draw 3 more additional cards and try to search for Mega's Capital and Grass Energy. But this play was a huge... Oh, so he decided to move Shaman EX from his bench to deck to a hand. Excuse me, it's a bit late. So I have AZ ready in my hand. I have AZ ready in my hand, so I can just scoop up Golbat. I wish I can top deck maybe Crobat. That would be pretty bad for him. Okay, so there is a Mega Sceptile. So he managed to get a second Mega Sceptile, but I already discarded one from his hand. And now... Oh, it's a head ringer on my Absol EX. Okay, so also 100 damage. If I do AZ and scoop up my active Absol, I should discard those energies. But I cannot do that because I don't have anything in my hand. And oh, there is Super Scoop Up. Oh, that looks promising. Okay, let's see what I can do. If I play AZ and scoop up this Absol, that would be a risky play. But I will try to scoop up my active Absol EX. Ah, come on, it's a Tails. Okay, so if I get a heads, I could just come in front with Yveltal, hit for 50, and that could be a pretty huge play for me. But at least I can try to play AZ on my Absol. Okay, so let's hit for 40 more. And there's a Tails. Okay, so I didn't manage to get a heads and discard a card from my opponent's hand. But I'm in a pretty bad position right now. I don't have any supporter card. I don't have even Ultra Ball to search my Shaman or something like that. And I wish I can at least get a energy. So there is Super Scoop Up, and oh, luckily it's a Tails. Okay, so oh, Sycamore for 7. What a play. I wish I have a heads on that super or heads on that attack, so oh boy. So right now I'm in a huge problem, but this game is not over yet. So I come in the front with a Golbat. Oh, it's a Trick Shovel, okay. So let's see my opponent's deck. Top card. Oh, it's a Versa Seeker. Okay, not a bad play. So I will retreat for free on my Yveltal, so I can just take 100 damage this turn. Maybe he can even just retreat to Manectric and hit me for 120. But I think this game is lost. Okay, so as I mentioned before, he just switched to Manectric, and that would be probably 120 damage. Oh, so he just discarded a lot of cards from his hand. And of course, there is Mega Manectric EX. So with Mega Manectric EX, he'll be able to charge 2 energies from Discard Pile to Benched Pokemon. So that's pretty good deck on my opponent's side. So let's come in the front with Golbat again. So okay, so there's Bird's Observation. That's something at least. Okay, so 4 cards, and I actually didn't get pretty much So let's try to retreat and try to discard a card from my opponent's hand, but I didn't get that. So at least I have Birch Observation, so I can maybe try to mill my opponent. He's on 17 cards and 3 prize cards left. Maybe I can try to do something. Okay, so there's Battle Compressor, so hopefully he'll try to discard some energy cards. Maybe I can try even to mill him. Okay, so only 1 energy, so that's not a big deal. I need to play Birch Observation. I need to get some Super Scoop Up so I can try to scoop up my Absol. Okay, so there's Sycamore, so for sure I will not gamble. And as you can see right now, I got 2 Super Scoop Ups, so let me see if I can scoop up. Oh, come on, it's a tail, so try to scoop up one more time. Okay, so now it's a heads. Let me see how many damage counters I can place on my opponent. So he's in 100. Okay, let's try to put 3 more right there. But why he didn't get a damage counters? I'm not sure if I do something wrong. I think I do the misplay, but I'm not sure. Oh, prevent all effects of your opponent. Oh, I forgot he have a stop ability, so I just waste 50 damage counters. Okay, so a big misplay by me. So it's heads and 1 energy he's just discarded from his hand, so I didn't get it. I totally forgot that this Mega Sceptile have a stop ability that prevent all effects of your opponent's Pokemon, and there's Super Scoop Up, and of course it's a tail, so I wish I do the 50 damage to his Mega Manectric, or maybe even Shamey, that would be even better. So he had 1 energy in his discard pile, so he just attached it. And there's Versus Seeker. Of course I will go for Sycamore. But before that, what else I can do? I can maybe... Oh, well, I will not attach a energy. Let's see what I can top deck. There's a Crobat. So Trick Shovel for a Ultra Ball. Okay, so I will discard that, that's for sure. Let's do 3 damage counters on... I'm not sure who. I think I can manage to get a victory right there. I need to play just smart. Let's put 3 damage counters on Shaman. There is one trick that I can do probably. Okay, so I need Ultra Ball for a Shaman. Oh boy, I don't have Shaman in my deck. Oh, come on. Oh, so unlucky. Ah, come on, it's a Tails. Okay, so without Shaman, I won't be able to do too much. So he just played Versus Seeker, probably for AZ. Ah, yes, as I mentioned before. So there's AZ, and he actually scooped up his Mega Sceptile. So I have Lysander in my hand, and all I want to do is hook up this Hoopa EX, and if he don't have a switch in his hand, he will not be able to do anything. Oh, what a top deck, it's a energy, so let's bring the Hoopa EX in the front. and I can actually do 100 damage to him, but I will actually just skill dive on his Shaman. If I spread those 50 damage before, that would be 100. Oh, it's escape rope. Come on, that's not fair. Oh, damn. And I have only one switch in my hand, in my deck. So I need to top deck something like Lysander. Oh, so he actually got a escape rope. Okay, so 110 of course. Now he will probably attach two energies to Hoopa. And that's pretty much GG. So my idea just fall down without that escape rope. I wish he got some. Nah, it's just Mega Absol EX. And 110 damage, so I just got a loss right there. So okay, let's try to do one more time testing. So 2 victories and 1 defeat. I would say 1 victory and 1 defeat. So let's do the third game. I will pick the tails. So looks like my opponents will go start first. I think that the best start for me could be a Absol with Muscle Band. I just start with the Zubat, so the worst possibly scenario, but at least I can do 10 damage with Skill Dive. Oh, again Sceptile EX, so... Oh boy, so he just passed the turn. Okay, so this looks pretty interesting. I have Trick Shovel. Let's see, my opponent's top deck is a energy. Okay, so let's just discard this energy. Let me see. Let's go Ultra Ball for Shaman. The second Shaman is in my deck. Okay. Muscle Band. Let's just go Lysander. And Shaman for 5. Okay, not bad. I have AZ in my hand and 2 Golbats, so I can just Sneaky Bite next turn. But I wish I have energy. Okay, I don't have. It is how it is. Next turn I will have Free Retreat. And I would probably do just 40 damage with those Crobats. Golbats, excuse me. If I can survive with my active Zubat to his Sceptile. And I see a Forest of the Chant Plants. And I see probably... Okay, so there is Hoopa, so he should probably search for some Shamans. Okay, so I'm not smart. What should I do? Should I just play Birch or Sycamore? Or okay, so there is Full Art Lugia EX. Oh, this card looks pretty amazing, and he just passed the turn. Okay, so I cannot put Mega Sceptile damage counters, but I can just put them on a Lugia. So 2 on Lugia and 2 more. Okay, let's just go Sycamore for 7. So 2 Absols. There's also Super Scoop Up. Gimme heads. Oh, it's a Tails. Come on. Okay, so I'm not sure if I should try to spread some more damage counters. Or I will start to discard some cards from his hand. Okay, so let me see, one more Shaman for 4. What I can get with that? I can get Trick Shovel, that's not bad. No, it's a Professor's Letter, I like it. Okay, so I actually got one more Super Scoop Up. And it's a Heads. Okay, so give me that Golbat with Muscle Band. Okay, so that's 40 damage. And come on, heads. Okay, and okay, so one more energy discarded from his hand. I really like this Absol because he can just discard energy cards from opponent's hand, and right now I need to sacrifice something. Should I put in front this Evil Tally X? Oh, I got a great idea actually. I'll come in front with my Shamini X, and oh boy, come on, don't tell me you have Muscle Band. I have Energy Switch ready in my hands, so I will just move energy from Absol to... oh, come on, it's a poison. I forgot about that. Oh, damn. But the gameplay wasn't good at all. That was a good gameplay. Okay, so how I forget about that? Okay, so there is Absol. Let's do 2 more damage counters on Lugia. Oh, 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 come on. I should probably better put them on his Arietos. 1 energy right there, and let's retreat to Evil Toll because I really need those Golbats. And let's Mega Evolve, so... Okay, so the main focus will be next turn, Birch Observation. Okay, so he's charging his Lugia, and that's not a good thing, because for now he can hit me for 80, 100, 120 on my Mega Absol. So the main strategy probably should be to try... Okay, so there's Lysander. Oh, I can see he's Lysandering again, Shaman, so he's going for the second Shaman. Okay, so that's not bad, because I'll be able to search for Crobat next turn and come in front with my Mega Absol, and I won't be able to one-hit knock it out his Mega Sceptile, but at least I can draw a prize against Arietos. Okay, so the second Mega Sceptile already in the game. Oh boy, so 120, so there's also Muscle Band, and... oh, come on, energy to Lugia, and he just full heal his Lugia EX from the damage counters, and 2 more prize cards actually. Okay, so... it's so hard to win against this deck. Let's go just first Seeker for... I'm not sure for who. It's a tough decision. Well... come on, let's go just for Sycamore. I mean, that Lysander would be pretty badass, but in the other hand, well, I'm not smart. Okay, so there's 1 prize, that's for sure, on that Arietos. And okay, so this switch is pretty huge. Who will get energy? Oh boy, who will get a energy? Probably Absol. Or not? Yeah, let's just go with Absol. Let's try to Super Scoop up. Of course, it's Tails. Okay, so 80 and 80, 100. Okay, so just 100 damage this turn. And there is another Sceptile, but I just managed to discard one of his Mega Sceptiles. And he just got Trainer's Mail for Muscle Band on his Lugia, and that's 20, 40, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180. Oh, Lysander for my Absol EX. Oh, come on. Oh, why do I attach a energy to my Absol? That was pretty bad for me. Okay, at least I tried this deck, so I need to work out on my deck. So this is just a beta version of this deck. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video, so don't forget to hit like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and support me for more future videos. So have a nice day and goodbye until the next video. So bye.